You're more than welcome from the sidewalk, not right here.
From right here. You're saying right here,
Yep.
I can't record.
Yep.
And what are you going to do if I record?
We're going to ask you to leave, put your phone away. If you don't, you might be subject to arrest.
I'm going to have to take a trespass. Can y'all give me a trespass warning?
Well, we'll see what you're going to do.
So is it under threat of arrest?
This is your trespass warning.
Did you hear the officer say, this is a trespass warning? And so destroys the entire Frauditor myth on what constitutes a trespass warning. Finally.
I can break your window and place you under arrest.
Hey, go ahead.
Get your supervisor on the scene.
I don't need a supervisor. You can see him down at the jail.
I have 2 grams of cocaine in my butthole.
Okay, outstanding.
Step back.
And you're using...
Back off of me now! Stop touching me! Help! Help! Help!
Stop that music! I'm in a public place. I can film whatever I can see. Photography is not a crime. Photography is not a crime. Photography is not a crime.
I'd like to welcome you to the John Legato Show. I'm John Legato.
What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Just let you know you can't record inside the courthouse.
What, I know I can't record inside of the courtroom.
No, not inside the courtroom. Just letting you know. So if you're...
What about in the public lobby?
You can't. It's not protected by the First Amendment.
It is protected by the First
No, it's
Amendment.
not. This is not a public forum.
Do you have a signed order by a judge?
Our Frauditor is We the People News, and the officer clearly stated that it was not a public forum.
We are going to answer the question, what is a non-public forum? These spaces are primarily meant for government business or internal operations.
The courthouse has a very specific government operation. So who comes to a courthouse? Attorneys, judges, police officers, sometimes undercover officers, witnesses who are testifying against some thugs, children in child custody cases, and defendants who may be found innocent. So frauditors always conflate their ability to enter a courthouse with their right to film inside. These are two very, very different things.
I need to see a signed order by a judge or else I am allowed in the public lobby. A First Amendment auditor, huh? If y'all ain't got a signed order by a judge, then this is a public lobby. You gotta have a signed order by a judge, or else this is a public lobby. Without having a signed order by a
You
judge,
can't record in here. If you want to look at the sign,
that's
you're welcome to, but you can't record in
there's
here.
got to be a signed order by a judge.
Says who?
It says the First Amendment. I mean, in order to bar recording.
This is not a public forum, sir. So
How-
this is not.
how is this-
First Amendment protected to record inside the courthouse.
How is a public building in a public lobby not considered?
This is a
First Amendment
state courthouse. You can't record in federal buildings. You can't record in state buildings.
You actually can. You actually can because I've been around the country and I do this.
You want to come in?
I would
turn off
like
your
to.
phone.
We have signs all over here. You just can't.
I would like to see it.
Just can't film.
I would like to see the sign.
Just can't film.
I'd like to see the sign.
Okay, but you can't film in here though. That's the only thing.
Okay, but how?
So the sign is right over here, but
You're
you can't
telling me. You're telling
So
me
the signs
something.
are all right here. So you
Okay,
just
well
can't
let me
film
see it and let me get it on video.
You can't get it on video. You have to shut your phone off.
So
You can't
I'm
record
supposed
in
to
here.
just take your word for it.
Yes, that's correct. And my word is non-negotiable because this is my job and this is not a negotiation. You have no legal standing in this one-act frauditor play. None.
I would like to see the sign.
Just can't film.
I'd like to see the sign.
Okay, but you can't film in here though. That's the only thing.
Okay, but how?
So the
but-
sign is
but
right over here, but
You're
you can't
telling
film
me. You're telling
So
me
the signs
something.
are all right here. So you just
Okay, well
can't
let me
film
see it and let me get it on video.
You can't get it on video. You have to shut your phone off.
So
You can't
I'm
record
supposed
in
to
here.
just take your word for it.
No, shut your phone
Then
off.
get me something in paper
right
that
here.
I can actually film.
It's right here, but you can't film it.
That's ridiculous.
can't film it.
Let me get a supervisor.
This entire repeated, and it's repeated all the time, saga is based on a frauditor's false belief that all public buildings are either open, entirely open, or limited public forums, and that no public building can prohibit filming in the entire facility. And this is so wrong.
Non-public forums include places like government offices, airport terminals, polling places, and military bases.
And courthouses.
These areas are not intended for public debate or free speech. Because of this, the government has more authority to regulate speech within them.
He's coming up already. We gotta step out for your report.
I need to see a supervisor.
You can step out.
I can stand right here.
You're in the building, bro. You gotta step
Okay,
out.
but it's no security. Look, you have a security gate right there. You have a security gate right there. That's where the secured part starts. This is the unsecured public lobby.
This is technically our property too.
This is entirely too much talking. Too much talking.
You have a security gate right there. That's where the secured part starts. This is the unsecured public lobby.
This is technically our property too.
This is your property?
Yes. State
Your property.
State property.
That's public property.
State property.
That's public property.
You can't record it.
That's public property. That's public property.
So we have to close the doors.
Well, no, the door's gonna, either I can come in with my camera.
Or I can take your phone away, man. What do you want?
You can't take my phone away.
I can't.
What gives you the right to take my phone away?
Policy. I can't.
Policy?
Yes.
What are you, the policy police?
No.
Well, yes, he is the policy police, because very clearly now the Supreme Court has allowed local government the right to restrict access to all or part of any of their buildings, whether it be local, state, or federal government buildings, by their policies. They can make the policy and enforce it, backed up by the Supreme Court.
Policy?
Yes.
What are you, the policy police?
No, I'm not.
Well, apparently you are.
I enforce it.
No, apparently you're the police.
I gotta shut the
door.
door?
No. Threaten to take my phone again. Take my phone and see if I don't take your qualified immunity.
Okay.
Take my phone and I'll take your qualified
step back.
immunity. Let me see your supervisor.
He's coming up right now. But you can't record
If
in
you
here.
take my phone, I'm going to take your qualified immunity.
He's coming up.
We gotta close the door. You can't record in here. Come on.
You take my...
Don't
touch me.
I'm not touching you. Don't escalate this. Let me shut the door.
You already escalated it, so let
No,
me
I didn't.
let me
You cannot record in here.
Let me see the order.
You can shut your phone off and look at it right here.
No, I can't.
And then
no,
you
I'm
can
not-
leave and then continue recording.
No.
That's it.
I want to see your supervisor.
Why? Oh, why do officers allow frauditors to stop them from doing what they are paid to do? Now, these officers don't need their supervisor. They either know what their authority is or they don't.
Well, sir, how can I help you?
Hey, so all
Stuck
I'm
out here. You
asking-
cannot record inside the.
Well, I want to see a signed order. All right, can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, right there, Rodriguez, Lieutenant
Rodriguez. All right.
So, sir, these are your options. Come on in, sir. You're blocking the entrance.
I'm not
We're gonna ask
blocking
you-
the entrance. You got
That's
people
your
that are
right.
coming in, and I'm holding the door.
So, sir, this is you cannot record in this area. You could more than
That is,
welcome.
it is secured past the gate right there. I've been
listen to
through
me,
this
please.
multiple times.
Okay, but
It is
you're not
secured
supposed
past the gate.
Not supposed to.
All right.
So I'm going to tell you our.
First Amendment protected.
I'm going to tell you our policy. You're more than welcome. You could go to the sidewalk. You can more than record. You're not able to record in these properties. So I'm going to ask you to
This
step
is
over.
not public property.
No, this area is not.
This
It's
ridiculous.
public, but you
so
cannot
now you're
record.
saying outside of the court, I
It's
can't
public,
record
but
either.
you cannot record. No.
The supervisor nailed it. A courthouse at best is a designated public forum, which means they can restrict access to anyone who has no purpose, real purpose to enter. So we've all been in buildings where we can't just simply roam around. But again, even if you have a legitimate purpose, then you are prohibited from filming, simply. ABC, CBS, and NBC cannot enter that building with their cameras.
This ridiculous.
public, but you
so
cannot
now you're
record.
saying outside of the court, I
It's
can't
public,
record
but
either.
you cannot record. No, sir. You're
That's-
more than welcome from the sidewalk. Not right here.
From right here. You're saying
No.
right here, I
Yep.
can't record.
Yep.
And what are you going to do if I record?
We're going to ask you to leave. Put your phone away. If you don't, you might be subject to arrest.
I'm going to have to take a trespass. Can y'all give me a trespass warning?
Well, we'll see what you're going to do.
So
We're
is it
gonna
under
ask-
threat
these
of
are your
arrest?
options.
This is your trespass one.
Okay, so is it under threat of arrest? If I don't leave, if I continue recording, I will be arrested, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, all right, I need your name and badge number. Walker? What's your badge number? 616. Lieutenant Rodriguez, do you have a badge number 59?
Yes,
Okay. 117, Anderson.
Sergeant Cabrera.
Sergeant Cabrera, 165. I need your name and badge number.
Officer Hernandez.
Sir,
Hernandez.
we're going to ask you again.
I need to get names and badge numbers and then I'll
You already
leave.
got 'em.
You
You
already
already got
know?
'em.
There's
You
two
already
more
got 'em.
right there. There's two more right there.
You already got him.
There's two more right there. You already said under threat of arrest, so I'm leaving.
All right,
I'm
thank you,
leaving.
sir.
You gave me the standing I needed.
Thank you, sir.
I'm leaving.
Appreciate it. Have a good day, sir.
You verbally said that it was under threat of
That's
arrest.
correct.
So, no, these are the supervisors, y'all. Y'all made yourselves look like...
The sidewalk, please.
No, I'm on public property.
Not this.
I'm on public property.
Sir, but you cannot record in this area. Over there, you're more than welcome.
How are you
Over
going to
here.
say that right here
telling
is
you.
not public property?
That's why, because we're trying to clear the area.
I'm out of the way.
Over here, you're more than happy. Sir.
Right here is public
Sir.
property.
You're perfect. Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
Go fuck yourself.
Finally, the right thing. But sadly, this scene will be repeated over and over unless officers know what their authority is.
This is the ask, tell, order. Ask, tell, order, arrest, right? I'm going to ask you and state your legitimate purpose so that you can be allowed in the building. If you don't do so, your entry is denied and you will have to leave or be arrested for criminal trespass. Okay, so now I'm telling you, you have to leave. If you don't do so, you will be arrested. No, I'm not doing it. Now I'm giving you a direct order, a lawful order. You must leave or you will be arrested. I'm not, and as soon as he talks, now I'm going to go ahead and lock him up. There's no more negotiation.
There's no more negotiation. I mean, there should never be a prolonged conversation if you know what your authority is and then you act. And that's my take on it. The John Legato Show is produced right outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. Please like, share, and encourage your friends to subscribe. Semper Fidelis.